Morning, students. Today we are going to discuss the last part of the first chapter of our 7th class history textbook. In the medieval period, new religions emerged in India and in foreign countries, or new religion came to India. We had already existing old religions like Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, etc. Into that new religions are also emerging in India. What is a religion? Religion is a belief in and worship of a superhuman controlling power, especially a personal God. A superhuman means which is beyond the power and control of human beings. That is God. So, how to worship? How to interact with the God? All these ideas and thinkings are propagated and taught by the religion. So, that is the religion. If you come into the starting of religions, according to records now available, Hinduism is the oldest religion. What does Hinduism say? It guides the people how to live. And if you live a good life, you will reach into heaven. Hinduism speaks about a rebirth. So after 7 rebirth, you will reach into God. Moksha. You will attain salvation. All those things we are going to discuss inside the chapter. And when Hindu religion was perverted or had some wrong movements, there were steps to correct it. So one of the important reform movement in Hinduism is known as Bhakti movement. This Bhakti movement originated in the medieval period. That is what we are going to study. Another religion came from outside to India, that is Islam. They has come from Saudi Arabia. It originated in the 7th century AD. In Saudi Arabia, it's an Asian country, Arabia. And they said Prophet Muhammad is the founder of it. He was from Mecca of Saudi Arabia. Muslims are going to Saudi Arabia for Hajj celebrations. So this religion has come from that area to India along with the rulers. Many rulers have come to India. And some of those rulers supported the spread of Islamic religion. So Islamic religion has come along with them to India. Another important thing about Islamic religion that we are going to discuss is the division in Islamic religion. Islamic religion is divided into two divisions mainly, the Shia and Sunni. The criteria for division or the reason for division is the succession. Who will be the leader of the religion after the death of Prophet Muhammad? Prophet Muhammad had only a daughter. She was married to a person named Ali. So some of the followers of Prophet Muhammad supported Ali to be the leader after the death of Prophet Muhammad. So those group of persons who supported Ali to be the successor, to be the head of Islamic religion after the death of Prophet Muhammad are called Shia. There were some other group of people who told the leadership of the religion should go to the real followers of Prophet Muhammad, the disciples of Prophet Muhammad who were working with him, who were teaching with him, or who were studying with him, and who are worked with him. So the leader should be selected from those group of people, not the son-in-law. So those group of people call themselves as Sunni Muslims. So this Shia and Sunni division is there in Islamic religion in every part of the world. In India, we can say another religion emerged, that is Sikhism. In our next chapter, we will study in detail about Guru Nanak and emergence of Sikhism in India. Another important topic that we are to discuss is the division of Indian history. Usually, history is divided as ancient, medieval, and modern. Ancient, where we don't have clear-cut evidences. We don't have clear-cut written records, or where we don't have undisputed evidences. Such a period we call it ancient. Medieval period of history means we have got some written records, some evidences, and some of the things we study looking at the buildings, coins, and a dress, etc. So that period of history we call it the medieval period. Later, where we have got written records, where we have clear evidences of the historical events, such a period we call it as modern period. But the British historians divided Indian history not as ancient, medieval, and modern, but as Hindu, Muslim, and British. The justifications put forwarded by the British historians are: in ancient period, the rulers were Hindu, and in the medieval period, the rulers were Muslims, and later the Britishers took over. But Indian historians are not ready to accept the arguments put forward by the Britishers. In ancient period, it was not only Hindu rulers, there were many other religious rulers were there, like Buddhist, Jains, etc. So Buddhism and Jainism had a strong root in India, and there were rulers from that religion. So we cannot call it as only a Hindu period. And all the people at that time were not following Hinduism alone, there were other religions in India. Second, Muslim period. During the Muslim administration in India, there were a lot of Hindu kings in India. And Britishers had come during the administration of Muslims. So we cannot just say it was a Muslim period for the medieval period. And later on, British period, we cannot accept it as a British period. There were many Indian kings ruling in India. So it was not a British period. It was a period, we can say normally a modern period. So Indian historians say the divisions should be based on, not based on religions. The criteria for division is not only the religion, but the economy, the society, the culture, geographical situations, all should be taken into consideration before dividing the society of India or kingship period of India or ancient, medieval and modern. You know, history is otherwise divided into BC and AD. BC means before Christ. AD means after Anno Domini. Anno Domini means after Lord. After Lord is means after the birth of Jesus Christ. Christian religion teaches that Christ is most important figure in the history. His birth has divided the history into ancient and medieval. So that is the reason it is written BC and AD. Before the birth of Christ, that we count backwards. And we don't know where does it end. BC 1, 2, 3, it goes back. Minus counting it is. And AD it continues. Now AD 2021. We don't know when it will end. So the beginning exactly we don't know. The end also we don't know. That is AD and BC. Some of the historians at present who are not ready to use the AD and BC use the word BP. before present means if Alexander the Great said to be arrived in India 326 BC. So what do they teach? BP 2021 plus 326. So 47. 200 2400 2327 or 47 days, 47 years ago before present. 2347 years ago, that is before the present. At that time, who came? Alexander the Great had come to India. So 2021 plus 326. So before present. That's why it is called BP. That way the historical dates are being written. Let us further study details in each chapter. Thank you very much.